Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to another voice acting video, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a particularly interesting one. Basically, I've been doing a lot of voice acting, for those that don't know. I've been really getting heavily into it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are so tired of me talking about it, but it's really just taken over my life, as it was always destined to do, because I've been talking about wanting to get into voice acting for a very long time now, especially on this YouTube channel. Anyways, one thing that I wanted to do was literally set up an upgraded voice acting booth in my closet, which you can't see. Right over here, there is a closet space that would be perfect for a voice acting booth. If you do not know, a lot of the time voice actors have their own booths. They can be all sorts of different styles. You can literally put a, like a towel or a blanket over your microphone and kind of have that be a booth. There are also like self-contained boxes. There are boxes that you can buy, like full-on booths. But what I wanted to do was turn this closet into a voice acting booth. And it's actually insane, because right around the time that I was thinking about doing this, no joke, Arrowzoom reached out to me and said, hey, basically, would you be interested in getting more free products and basically doing a review style video for these products, which I have done in the past. Some people may even remember, like way back in the day, I think I did like 1 or 2 videos with Arrowzoom's products for the same sort of situation, where they sent me stuff and I kind of did a review on it. So literally the timing was insane, because I was planning to do this completely separately from that, and then Arrowzoom reached out around that time. So I wanted to be completely upfront and clear at the start of this video, just because with anything sort of like in this area in terms of sponsorships and whatever, I really dislike when YouTubers are not like clear with what's going on. So just to be totally clear, I am not being paid by Arrowzoom for this video. They sent me a bunch of free products, and I was already planning on making a video like this, so I'm going to use those products to make this booth, and then I'm going to review those products. So basically this will be a 2-pronged video: 1, making the booth, and then 2, reviewing those Arrowzoom products and basically just going over how the booth came out. So I haven't really done a video like this. I am getting more into kind of like home improvement and fixing things up and installing things and stuff like that. So this is kind of a good chance to do that as well, kind of like envision a home project and then do it and then upload that. So bear with me, because I have an outline for how this video will go, but again, I haven't really done anything like this before. So yeah, thank you to Arrowzoom for sending over those products, and I guess we're going to get into the rest of the video. So there I was, the light flashing before my eyes, and I didn't know what to expect after that. I just couldn't. Oh my God, will this dog shut up? It's ruining literally every single take that I'm doing currently in this very real voice acting project that I'm doing. Hi, hello, my name is Loud Larry, and did you know that if you use Arrowzoom products for soundproofing your sound area, your voice acting area, that you actually will have much better sound, and you can avoid this exact problem that you are currently having. Wow, Loud Larry, it's so nice to meet you. Welcome into my my home. I don't know how you got here, but please do tell me more about what it is that you are currently talking about right now. Yeah, no problem at all. So basically, if you go to the website that's on the screen right there, and if you put in AZ-GROH as the code, you'll get 10% off. And also, I'm going to show you, you can sound like this, which is bad because it's a bad phone camera. Sound audio quality, you can sound like this, and it'll go this.
Man, just listen to that change. You probably, you can't see me, but I am in the booth where you're looking at right now. You're looking actually right into the booth, but my not mine, but your web camera is not pointed there, but you can, wow, listen to that sound difference.
Wow, so wait, you're actually telling me in this moment that if I go to that website that's at the top of the description below, and I use the code AZ-GROH, G-R-O-H, then I will get 10% off? Is that what you're actually telling me, Loud Larry?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And may I just say, you are such a handsome gentleman. I can see you sitting right there, absolutely. I see you with my very own eyes right there. You're very silent, but I just wanted to say that you are a very handsome man, and that is true, everything that I said before. So go do that. And I'm out of here now. Goodbye.
Well, thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure having you in my home, and feel free to take up a permanent residence, and I appreciate the information. And definitely for the viewers at home, go use that code to get some really nice soundproofing products. All right, folks, so I was originally gonna unbox these against the wall, but I would have to use my phone, and the phone's audio is bad, so I figured I'll just unbox them here in front of you. So yeah, Arrowzoom sent me two big, they're heavy, they're hefty. Two big packages. Yeah, I got these two of these that have all of the sound paneling inside, so we're gonna be very safe. We're gonna cut away, and these are kind of, yeah, there's a density, you know. These are very densely packed, so I'm trying to basically not destroy the product here. All right, I think we're good to go. The mic is kind of hard to keep in a correct spot for this. So I was sent two products. Let's see here. Yeah, I was sent two products, so I think these are the, I've got the product over here, the Arrowzoom Pyramid Series Acoustic Foam, black and blue bundle, because if you don't know, my whole thing is black and blue pretty much. In fact, when I play Magic the Gathering Dimir, black and blue decks. So anyways, yeah, we've got some blue acoustic foams there, as you can see, with some ridges. I'm gonna put these, I thought these were going to be the other product, which is a much more expensive product. And then we've got some black ones, pretty standard acoustic style foam, the type of thing that you would see in most sound booths or anything like that. We've got another, oh, okay, interesting. So they're like kind of together here. I thought they were going to be in their own two packages. So this is what I was really excited to see, because these are the more expensive product. This is the Arrowzoom Diffuse Pro Square Felt Wooden Panel. And their website has like a ton of different stuff, so there will be a link in the description, maybe in the comments. I might put the link like wherever. But yeah, you can check that out if you so wish. There are a ton of products. In fact, I'm probably going to go back to that website if I need any adjustments or anything like that. Just basically look through everything again, because I would ultimately like the ultimate setup here. Because, as I said, voice acting has kind of gotten super duper serious in terms of how much time I am investing into it currently. All right, so there we go. I was really excited about these. As soon as I saw these, I was like, ooh, these look really nice. Because I am definitely a very aesthetic person. Obviously, with something like soundproofing, you want form over function, of course, but why not make them look cool too? You know, if you can do that. And so these, you know, these caught my eye, because I had never really seen something like this. But basically, come on. Basically, yeah, these are these really nice looking acoustic foam panels, but with sort of a hard wood kind of grain texture to them, as you can tell there. So really, I love the aesthetic of these, and that's why as soon as I saw these, I was like, those are the ones. I would like some of those, please and thank you. So here's the other box, and I'm actually not sure what these are. I'm assuming it's just more product of the ones that we already have. It looks like more of the wooden. Yeah, I thought they were going to be split up into two different products, but no, it looks like two products in one of the boxes, and then I think this is more of the wooden panels in this one. And yeah, they packed these in tight. It looks like they came shipped perfectly. And it also seems like you have to wait 24 hours for the foam ones to kind of expand, because there was a sign that said wait 24 hours, which makes sense. I think they're kind of packed, and then they have to like expand over time. So if you are ordering some of these, just keep in mind, open it when you get it and let them fully expand before you install them. Okay, look at that. We got a whole like veritable treasure trove here. Looks like there's some gloves, some tape, some, I think they'll say wet wipes. Yeah. So basically installation insulation materials on these, as well as more of the wooden panels. So yeah, there we go. That's everything. And then I'm going to show you kind of like where I'm going to attempt to install all of this. And I also have to figure out how to even install this stuff. Alrighty, so this is where I'm going to attempt to install the acoustic foam. It's basically a closet in my office, and as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of board games up there, which is epic. But yeah, if I don't know if it'll come through, but as soon as I enter here, the sound gets much more compacted, which is why a lot of people do booths in closets like this. It's just obviously, you know, a smaller space, so easier to manage the sound. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to basically just cover this area with sound panels, try to mix in the wood stuff with the normal acoustic panels. Because yeah, it's gonna be sick. And the only thing is that I'm a big guy, so it's a tight fit, that's for dang sure. But you know, the sound quality hopefully will be worth it.
All right, so we should be recording. Sorry if this comes out weird. I literally never record things with my phone, basically, and it's probably a little outdated at this point. The plan is to put everything in there. I think I've already talked about this, but it has been some time since I started recording, because yeah, these panels, I think both of them, both styles need like 24 hours in order to fully expand. So I'm recording this a couple of days later after letting everything expand. It expands, like I said, after 24 hours, but yeah, this is like 2 days later. All right, so here are the normal ones. Black and blue, which is kind of my shtick. I'm playing a lot of Magic the Gathering lately, and I play Dimir, which is black and blue Magic decks. And tattoos are black and blue as well. I just love black and blue. So anyways, I got them in black and blue. These took 24 hours to expand to their full size. So yeah, I'm recording this a couple of days later. I could have recorded it the next day, but just been a crazy week. So yeah, here are the normal ones. And then here are the wooden panels as well, which I think you're supposed to like, there's a whole thing where you're like supposed to like let them expand as well, but I don't think they're very dense. So I did let them do that, but I don't think they really expanded because it just doesn't feel like they would. Also, there's like a thing about like cleaning them and descenting them. However, yeah, there is a scent there. I mean, it's nothing like crazy or anything that's bad, really, so I don't think I really need to do that. I may consider, though, yeah, because there is definitely a scent, but like I said, I mean, I don't really mind it. It just kind of smells like, I guess, wood grain stuff. So I am going to install them back there, and I'm going to use the stuff that they sent me here in order to do it. And yeah, I'll probably time-lapse this or maybe just cut because I don't ever record with my phone and I want to make sure I get the footage. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and install everything right there. Alrighty, so we are done. Obviously, this can be situated a lot better, and of course, the blue and the black and the wood grain probably doesn't go together the best if you really want to like mix and match and make it look really aesthetic. However, I kind of like it. I don't know. I'm all about blue and black, and I really liked these wooden designs, so, you know, it works for me. But if you wanted to color coordinate and you were some sort of like aesthetic home designer, I'm sure you could make it look way better. But anyways, yeah, the only thing was the adhesive tape for these
normal panels, they didn't really stick to the back. So I'm not sure maybe if you're supposed to go all around the edges, because I just put a strip in the middle. That's probably why it just didn't like stick the best. So what I ended up doing was just putting a push pin in the middle of like the ones on the bottom, basically. Which I'm probably going to go in and do a better job of this, but for now, this is working. So there we go. I don't ever use selfie sticks, so, you know, this is on a tripod, so sorry if this looks like crap. I just don't ever record with my phone. But there you go. That is what we got so far, and obviously I probably would need maybe like 1 or 2 more packages. I could probably spread these out more and then have like these kind of make up, you know, all the other empty spots of it. So definitely not like the perfect setup by any means. However, we're gonna test and see how the audio sounds. Alrighty, so let's test the audio out here, kind of like, you know, echoey and whatever, just in a standard room situation. You can kind of hear, you know, for my highly trained ear, obviously, you know, the voice carries, it's bouncing off of the walls in certain ways. Nothing majorly bad or anything, but it's, you know, you can hear a slight echo, basically, if you really listen for it. And then if we go in here, oh yeah, I'm not sure how much it's gonna pick up on the video, but I can immediately hear it's much more of a condensed, boxed-in sort of noise. I'm gonna close this, and you might not be able to see me. Yeah, okay. So I think what I'm hearing is I definitely need to finish out the back wall with, like, you know, completely cover the entire, you know, obviously the entire closet with stuff. I'm gonna need about probably 1 to 2 more packages, I think, of product and able to cover, like, So I am able to basically cover the entire wall. But yeah, if we open this up a little bit, and you can see me right here. It is much more of a boxed in sort of like acoustically treated, I don't know the terms. This is not why I do voice acting, but obviously a much more condensed sound overall. All right, so now we're gonna compare directly this microphone out here. This is, by the way, the HyperX Quadcast S or whatever. It's like a pure red one and then a RGB one. So we're gonna compare this microphone out here just kind of in the open, room here with the audio. Now, I will say my room is dead quiet, like naturally. I do have, ironically, I think Arrowzoom, actually the exact same panels behind. So, you know, when I'm talking, it obviously is absorbing some of that. That's so funny. That's from so long ago. Anyways, and then also my blinds, I think a little bit. I'm not sure how much my, not blinds, what is that? What is this called? Whatever this is, the cover. Oh my god. Anyways, and then also, yeah, my room in general is just super quiet. So I'm not sure exactly like how much of a differential there's gonna be, just because I don't really have a lot of problems just naturally recording here. I wanted to have a more condensed sound, which is why I'm doing this. But overall, it's just like my room is really like well treated already for audio a lot of the time. But let's go ahead and compare this sound to in the booth. All right, so I'm holding on to this microphone just because I don't really have a setup, and I'm gonna close the I'm gonna close the closet door. Yeah, I can already tell that's obviously just with the condensed space. I'm not exactly sure what the terms are, though that's something I'm gonna have to get used to as a voice actor. But anyways, yeah, I can already tell the sound is so much more, what would be a good word? Like pocketed, you know, you start saying something and then it finishes. So obviously some of that is just going to be in a closet in general, but also, yeah, since I'll be directly talking into these sound dispersing pads, it should create just a more, you know, sort of punctual, sort of condensed sound, which is obviously usually much better for voice acting, because a lot of the time when there is, you know, ancillary sound coming through at the beginning or at the end or even in the middle of a certain take, it's really annoying. So when you're talking and delivering lines here, it's obviously just much more of a punctual sort of And a lot of the time, a lot of clients don't even really notice that, but, you know, if you're a sound guy, you know, you're definitely going to notice it a lot better. So how I can hear it in my ears, I definitely hear the difference, but I'm going to have to hear it, you know, once the video is over to definitely make a better comparison. Alrighty, so this is after all those other shots that you just saw. If you made it to this point in the video, this is after basically all of that. And yeah, I am very pleasantly surprised. Honestly, just going into that closet with the sound stuff that I installed, I notice a very clear difference. Everything is much more like punctual, again, compressed in a good way. I don't know the terms. What I'm saying is it sounds like the sound I'm definitely shooting for. And I know this because I have recorded roughly 50,000 lines of dialogue. That's not an accurate number, but I'm just saying 1 million lines of dialogue over the past, like, you know, bunch of months. So I definitely know how things sound when I'm just recording here versus in the closet with this soundproofing stuff on it now. I am very pleasantly surprised. I'm actually really astounded by how much that sounds better to me personally. But again, for those that aren't really like in the voice acting world or in the audio world or anything like that, it may not be that big of a deal or a difference. But yeah, to me, that's a resounding success, and I'm actually extremely excited to record more stuff because holy crap, that sounds like it's mainly just all the side noises that happens in this room. Everything just seems a lot more manageable when I was recording in there with comparing those two audio clips. So yeah, there you go. I mean, I've worked with Arrowzoom before in the past, like I said, and everything worked out great. I mean, obviously the blue and black stuff is your pretty standard soundproofing panels, but those wooden grain diffusion panels, or whatever they're called, are super duper cool looking, and I'm not sure exactly how much of that is going into that sound change, but obviously whatever's going on in that closet sounds pretty good, at least to my ears. So I definitely recommend Arrowzoom. I've worked with them in the past, and based on what I can see now, I mean, obviously, yeah, that was a very pleasant difference, at least on my end. So again, check out the link at the top of the description. You do get a 10% code with my code. I was not paid for this whatsoever. All of this stuff was just my honest opinions, and I was already looking to make a booth anyway, so it honestly was just perfect timing. So yeah, very weird video, but I hope you enjoyed it. Very off the beaten path for what we do on this channel typically. Big thank you to Arrowzoom for sending me that stuff, and check out the link, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Hey, it's me, GV, and thank you for watching that video. If you would like to see more, there is a ton of bonus completed series and more to come on the Patreon right up here. Also, check out these videos. And then finally, if you would like to support this channel and become a member, you can do so by clicking join under the video, and you'll get early stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see ya in the next video.